Guys, so we're back again with the rig series, and we're going to discuss today the Pulley Wishbone Rig. Now, this is a simple rig to make, but it is very effective, especially if you want to have two hooks at distance and there's a bit of rough ground kind of at your feet or closer in. The pulley system allows you to get your baits up over this. So it goes out, clips down into a nice streamlined little rig. I'll pull it forward there a bit. So when it hits the water, the idea is it releases the two hooks. So your two hooks are away from your lead. And then when you get a fish and you're retrieving, so we'll start out like so. When you get a fish, you'll pull the lead up towards it. So the lead will come as you're retrieving, leaving your fish to come through the snags. Pretty handy. So this won't get stuck because, like I said, it'll be fishing like so. Get the fish, fish will pull it, and then when you retrieve, you'll pull it as well. So it goes up like so, and it's just to get you through little snags that are closer in. So we'll go through what we need now. Hey guys, so I'm just going to go through the few bits that we need to make this. It's the Pulley Wishbone Rig. So we're going to use size 4 Camazans for this. Again, you can put any size hooks you want on it, but make sure that you do your line as well. You know, if you move up your snood line, so if you're like a light one for small fish whiting, things like that, 15 pound and smaller hooks. If you want to go up a bit, then I would recommend going up 20 pound, 25 pound snoods with kind of 2/0 size hooks. I wouldn't bother really with anything over 2/0 sized hooks for this rig, just because it'll make it really hard to cast and it's not going to stay on the clip. So a bait stop and the sequence, that'll be the snoods part of it. You need then and it's a 140 pound Gemini swivel. So now that we've gone through what we need, we're just going to go through the actual construction of the rig. Now I've taken the, excuse me about the shadows here now, I'll sort out some lighting. So I've taken the bent over clip, this is what I'm going to use for this one, and I'm going to go through the actual application of it. So it's clear line we're using, just to confuse you a small bit. So first, so we'll have a bead. I'm going to go with just a swivel, because not everybody will have rig beads easily, but most people will have the swivels. So this is the way you get those two lads on, get a bit of focus there, and then we'll be tying our other swivel. Now these, like I said, are 140 pound Gemini. Just going to tie that real quick there, and it's a blood knot, or that I'm using, or a grinner knot, some people call them. I'm going to show you there now, and you can use any knot you wish, but this is just the fastest one that I find. If it'll focus. There you go. So, very simply, this is the body. This is how it'll look. You have your bent over clip, your two beads, your length of 60 pound line, and your swivel. Now you can decide for yourself how long you want these to be, or how short you want them to be. I don't like to make them overly long, because I think it takes away some of the casting ability of it. So that's our body made very, very simply. We take our, going to go with the 15 pound line again. Now you can up this and go down as we said. So I'm going to make this short in order to show off our, I won't make it overly short actually, just to show off a bit more of a fishing rig that you could use more proportionate. So take about maybe 2.5 foot there of line. And this is the important thing. Now you decide how long you want your snood to be. So you've decided that. So let's say I want it to be this long. Now obviously that's too short to show it. Or make it longer off camera there. And I'll show you what you do then. So you make your loop like so, and just increase it and increase it as far as you want. And then what you're going to do is a very simple knot. Oh, knocked the camera nearly. Very simple. So I've got how much I want. Hold them in your hand. Make a double loop like so. Go around once. Go around twice. and true. And then tighten up. Now add a bit of saliva here or whichever lubrication you use. So this is what you're going to end up with. So you can clip this. Now I don't clip this right down. It's not going to pull through, but I always like to leave a bit of a tag into here anyway. I'm struggling with the old thing here. Now this is the trick. You have your loop made. Pull it right to the end of the loop and then snip. Now all of a sudden you have this lovely split in your line. And for once a split in your line is a good thing. So what we're going to do now, I just zoomed out a little bit there, and this is the tricky part. For anyone who ever used bait stops, very easy to do. Take your line and your loop of your bait stop. Just put your line through and ease it on, like so. It's very simple to do. Now you're going to put 2 on one side and 1 on the other. So again, anyone's wondering where my camera woman has gone, she abandoned me. I'm assuming Spielberg or something like that has come in for her services. I'm not 100% sure. So she'll be back for the next one hopefully. Because I'm making a dog's dinner with this one. So, on with your sequin. And these are size 4s. Again, this is just a demonstration. So you can go up or down as you wish. But tie a really quick uni knot, which is 3 times around. Form your loop. And 3 times through the loop. Put this like that. Or tighten the knot. So, goes down like so. And clip off your edge. So same again on the other side. We'll use our sequin. And our hook. So again, we have 1, 2, 3. Hold it up against the side of it and through 3 more times. So 1. Oh, left my loop a bit short there now, which I always say not to do. 2 and 3. Tighten up, and again, take off your tag end. So now what we end up with is rather simply, straighten them up, our 2 hook links. Now you're wondering where the 3rd one went to. What I do with the 3rd one is I put it up tight against the wishbone, and this just creates an extra little bit of a kick out, like so. I'll see to see it there. Now you don't have to do that part, it's just a little bit that I do. I'm going to show you that knot that I used for the hook length again. Very simply, I've got some better cordage for it, because obviously with the line it's hard to see. So what you do is you cut your length as long as you wish. You can always trim it on the other side again. So I want to take it, make it a foot long kind of snood. So I'll grab it, or just about a little bit longer, and then make a loop with it. So I have my loop with my foot approximately. This is for your hooks. So I'll take it, I'll make a double loop, I'll hold it in my hand, kind of pinch it, go around once, go around twice, and then through the loops that I've created. I'm sure you go through the 2 of them. You pull it out, and you'll see it tightening up here now. So this is what you want. You're going to tighten that up again. Now it's not going to tighten overly well with the cordage, but it'll tighten much neater with the line. So you have your tag end here. You can take that down. I always leave a little bit on this tag end. The only reason is it's not going to pull through, but if it does, it'll take an almighty amount to get a bit of tag in through as well. So now we're ended up with a loop. Pull the loop till you get to the point of it and cut. Now this will let you with 2 equal sized snoods coming down, like so. So the hooks are going to go on both sides. They're now an equal size, but that's when I put the bait stop up, just to kick it off a small bit. So you're going to have 2 hooks basically in the same area, like so, on the bottom. So I hope that clears that part up a bit for you. As always, any questions, any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And this is a different kind of format that we tried today, but we have our camera woman back now, so hopefully she doesn't abandon us again. And once again, thanks everyone for all the support. The channel's really growing lately, so with your help it'll keep going that way, and the more it grows, the more videos will come out, and hopefully the more tips and tricks too. So thanks again.